created the heavens, poured out his love. We praise your name.
Shalom. Welcome to a special edition of the Hunting Blind with Dael. And we're here today is the 12th of November 2013. This is actually the 3-year anniversary of a motorcycle wreck that I was in, and that's the reason I'm here today, because I've had to come to a point that I've actually got to deal with some things with that. In this wreck, for those that hasn't heard my testimony before, I was pronounced dead 3 times, one at the scene and then twice on the ER table. Daddy saw fit to bring me back and keep me here, so I give him praise, honor, and glory for that. The damage that it done, I had 4 broken ribs. They actually had to go in and take the air out of one lung and push the rib up, or out of the lung to push the rib up because it was touching, and then reinflate it. I had broken a collarbone, or the clavicle, or you want to call this right here. Then, of course, later we found out that I had broken my wrist, part of the thumb in my hand, and of course ended up having to have reconstructive surgery on my shoulder. Of course, my the rotator cuff was what they call pancaked, and they'd go in and double it back over. They'd take out part of the bone on the end of the clavicle here, so that there was room, because everything got smushed in together. And then, like I said, then there was, I don't know how many tears it was on inside the shoulder itself, front and back. They had to go in and refix. Then, of course, on my face, buku of cuts and bruises. They've had to shave the right side of my head and put leads in to allow to keep a monitor on the brain, because it was swollen, because it got so started swelling up, but then it stopped swelling miraculously, and I know who caused that, but they want to keep an eye out on it. So yeah, a biker got a skater haircut done to him, so yeah, you know who was a laughing stock then. So but the reason I'm here today is making this video is because here shortly after this video, I've got to go in and do some things, and it has to do with my life, and it's affected my life. When I talk to people, I don't see them talking to me as you're seeing me now. Okay, I see, and this vision keeps popping in my head, is I see the person that was in that hospital with all the cuts and the stitches and the bruises and the swelling. That's the person I see you're talking to. And yeah, it does bother me, and it has bothered me, and it's affected relationships, friendships, and so forth. And I had to make I had to stand up and come out of the fear and stand up and say, it's time to face this. I've been playing this for 2 weeks, and I was going to do it earlier, but I said, you know what, the anniversary date would have been the perfect day to do this. So besides just sitting down and looking and saying, what I'm going to do is, in order for me to get this vision out of my head, I'm going to have to see myself as you see me. I have to go in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shave my beard off. I'm shaving it all off, and to take a good long look in the mirror. And however long it takes, it's as long as it's going to take to look in that mirror to get that new vision that there's no more scars, there's no more cuts, there's no more blood, there's no more bruises, there's no more swelling. I'm going to see you as you see me. That is my goal, is to get that in my head. But as I was thinking about doing this, Daddy actually opened up something to me. He showed me, when I look in that mirror to look at my face, that I've got to look not only at my face, but I have to go inside myself and look deeper there, because there are a lot of emotional scars that are there, and not just from the motorcycle accident or motorcycle wreck. I don't call it an accident because I don't believe in accidents. I believe everything happens for a reason, and this wreck was definitely a reason. There was some reason that it happened. So he was showing me this, that I've got to get into and deal with these emotional scars that I have built up. And a lot of them has to do from past relationships and things that's gone wrong in my life, and I never could figure out why. But what I've done is I've unknowingly allowed those to interfere with another relationship. And one thing and anybody can see it, is you can't allow your past to interfere with your present relationship. Okay? I know you're asking, well, Dael, why are you doing this video? Because if I can do this video, then when I put it out, if one person is allowed to see it, that maybe he's going through what I'm going through, and it can help them, it's worth me coming out and saying, hey, look, this is what happened to me. This is what I'm doing. Okay? I'm just trying to be, stand for somebody that maybe is having a problem to stand for themselves. And that's what we need more of in the believers of Yahweh. Okay? I'm not sitting there saying I'm a leader or I'm this or I'm that. I'm just saying sometimes it takes somebody to stand up because other people's want somebody to stand up because they can't do it on their own. And I'll be the first. I didn't want to do this, but I didn't want to face my fears. But I had to face my fears because a lot of things happened in this wreck that's affected a relationship that I was in. And I don't want it to affect anything anymore. I got past relationships that's gone bad, gone south, and I've got to deal with those. The biggest one I've had was from the actual wreck. I was in a relationship at the time of the wreck. When I come home, I only stayed in the hospital for 6 days. When I come to the house, she put me on my couch, said she was going to see her family member and she would be back. Well, she's not been back. Now I'm Mr. Tough Guy. Oh yeah, it doesn't bother me. Friends joke around with it. Nah, it doesn't. But in reality, it did. Knowing it to me, it actually did. And when I started seeing things, started going back, this was one of the things that Dave brought to my attention. That what happened with that incident actually did leave a scar to me. It actually did hurt me. When I told everybody it didn't, oh, now I'm over it, I'm tough guy. Now inside it did. The outside I was perfectly fine. Hey, yeah, it bothered me about that far from here to the table, and that's over with. In reality, it didn't. Okay. Sometimes we all get there, men and women. We try to be tough, but then all of a sudden, with our toughness, interfere with the actual process of being healed from it, and we take it into to your present relationships, and it causes problems. I'm trying to help people to avoid that, and if it takes me standing up saying, look, we don't need, don't do this. Deal with your pain. Deal with it. It's there. Everybody's got it, even though they may not admit it. Everybody's got scar tissue from emotional emotional stress and things that's happening in their life. Okay, nobody can say they haven't, because everybody knows how things happen to them. Okay, so that is my goal, is to hopefully help somebody here. So what I'm planning on doing You know, is I'm wanting to set that example. Okay, guys, if you're in a relationship, okay, look at your life like this. Okay, you're in a chessboard. Okay, you're the king. All right, your garden is that chessboard. Okay, in that garden, you got your pawns and your bishops and your rooks and your knights, and of course you got that one person right there with you, your helpmeet, the queen. Now, guys, we know we're not multitaskers. Okay, we move one space at a time in any direction. Okay, I am. I'll be the first to admit it. Okay, but the queens and most women are multi-directional or multi-talented, or they multitask. Okay, they can go many directions, or they can go many spaces in different directions. Okay, they can do more things than what we can. Okay, we can only move one space at a time. All right, but her job, while we're in there in that garden, okay, controlling these things, all right, she's there, right there with us, protecting the king. She's right there protecting you. Okay. But then a smart chess player will keep his bishops by. Now, where is your bishops in the garden? Well, what are we promised to be given to us for protection? Aren't we protected angels to encamp about us? Yeah, those bishops are your angels. Okay, your queen can control them angels for you while you're in the garden doing your thing, trying to protect it. We all know that women are prayer warriors. Okay, and when they pray, them bishops or them angels are moving. Okay, so guys, if you got a problem, if there's something in your life, baggage in your life, don't hold on to it and cause friction in your relationship. Go talk to your queen. Talk to her. Tell her what's up. So look, I had this to happen to me. I don't want to be involved in our relationship. I don't want to be something's going to cause us to break this relationship up. Tell her, queens, he's your king. You need to talk to him too. If you got emotional baggage, you got something, you need to tell him. That way he's not guessing. Okay? You need to come out and tell him, look, I've got this baggage. I need to get rid of it. Okay? Talk about it. Both of them talk together. Then if you can't come out to a agreement, take it higher. Go to your congregation leader. Sure, they know somebody or they can even talk to you. Okay, and help you out with it. But do not keep it bagged up, because it will kill you and your relationship in a heartbeat. Okay? And that's my thing I'm trying to prevent. I'm trying to get to that part where I can have a relationship without having that emotional baggage or other baggage in my life. Okay? So that she's not having to deal with it. And ladies, you need to do the same thing so he doesn't have to deal with it. Because until you deal with it, nobody's going to deal with it. So this is my goal today. I'm going in. I'm shaving my beard. I'm taking that good long look in the mirror. However long it takes till I get the new vision in my head of hey, I'm no longer that beat up, bloody, stitched person. This is me. This is how people see me. Then I'm taking that other look deep into me and hitting all this other emotional baggage that they allow me to hit today. They allow me to take out. I can't take it out, only he can take it out. I can only bring it forward and acknowledge that, yeah, I got a problem there and I need you to take it out. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to have the King James Bible. I believe in, I'm not going to sit here and bash King James Bible. It's just as good. I can prove everything right in King James Bible just as much as I can a Jewish Bible. So I'll be listening to that. The first, actually the whole Torah, the first from Genesis to Deuteronomy, while I'm doing all this and being in study. So, but yes, think about what I said, guys. talk to your people. Get it out. Don't hold on to it, because we're not as tough as what we think we are. Yeah, we're tough, but are you that tough to where you want to lose something good in your life? Are you that tough to where you want to lose control of your whole life because you can't control the one thing that you never took control for, that baggage that you have? I don't, and I don't want you to either. So, and I pray that the Ruach moves and opens up to you and shows you these things and allows you to deal with them. So, all right, I'm gonna take off and get this done, and next time you see me, it'll be the new me. Well, the beard shaved, and yes, I had that very long look in the mirror until I got the satisfaction that I no longer look like I did with the scar, or the stitches, the cuts, and the bruises, and all that stuff. It was kind of, I'll admit it was kind of hard to face at first, but I'll tell you what, Yahweh really opened up some things to me. Let me see some things deeper within that, not only scar tissue that I received from hurts and stuff, but from things that I've done that I didn't know about. It's amazing what you find out when you allow Him to come into your closet and start cleaning things out. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm going to have to work on, and yeah, it's I probably got a lot more, but you know, I started at 7 o'clock this morning doing this, and I didn't get done till 4:30 this afternoon. So, and it's right now about 5 o'clock, I have to say. Yes, it is difficult, but I have a lot of weight off my shoulders and stuff from what I've seen. He's opened up a lot of doors and showed me some things, and actually healed some places. So, yeah, it's very interesting how He does things when you allow Him. When you come to that point where you allow Him to come into your dirtiest place of your life and your most hurtful places in your life, and allow Him to do the things that He does. Like I said, the wreck on that evening on 12th 3 years ago, dying 3 times there at the scene once, and on the ER table twice, being in a coma for 3 days and then waking up out of that, and you know, the doctors sitting there telling you things, but the thing that I hate most is I don't remember a lot of it. I remember just a few things that actually happened, and just a few stuff that was in the hospital. And like I said, I have a lot of memory loss from that. So I got a whole section of life there that's missing. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe Dave doesn't want me to see those things, what had happened. He just wants me to focus on certain things to fix problems that's been in my life for a while. So I don't know, but He's working on me, and we just got to having a great little staring contest in the mirror, I guess you could say, and then deep down into myself and looking into myself and seeing things. Wow, I mean, yeah. So I no longer. Yeah, I can still see a couple of scars and stuff, but as far as the cuts and the stitches and the bruises and stuff, I no longer can see those. And you know, as I started looking, I kept looking. Even the scars really aren't that bad anymore. I mean, you really have to look at them to see things. So I feel really a whole lot better about it now. My mind's a whole lot clearer, and now I'm not going to worry about if people are seeing the stitches and stuff that happened to me. So anybody that wishes to get one-on-one and do the things and face your challenges, I urge you to do so, because it will set you free. trust me, I feel it already. So I encourage you, as I said earlier, talk to your queen, talk to your kings. Don't let stuff get into your relationship. Your relationship is the most important thing that's going to be in your life. You got two relationships. Father wrote the 10 Commandments on 2 stones. And this is what I tell everybody. The first stone is the stone for Yahweh, for Daddy. Because the first 4 commandments are how to have a relationship with Him. That second stone is a stone for us, for the humans, for the people. Because it's how to have a relationship with people. And all the 613 fall on somewhere on those 2 stones. And not all of those 613 commandments are, for everybody. You got some for priests, you got some for women only, some for men only, and so forth. So you need to study the 613 commandments and find out, what's that all about. But my thing is here is relationship. If you want a relationship either with your Creator or with your significant other, your spouse, your wife, or your husband, you need to learn how to have a relationship with them. And he showed me a lot of stuff with that today. And he's cleared out a whole lot of dead, empty space in my life. I'm going to say, I can see success dead. Like I said, I'm not an elegant speaker or anything. In fact, I have trouble speaking because of the accident with the brain injury. But so you just have to overlook me and go on through it. So, but I do hope this is going to help somebody. If it reaches one person, then hey, it's worth the time. It's worth the editing and everything, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help people, and I want to help people. That's what I've been trying to do for pretty much all my life. Since I got into radio, doing 2 Witness Nazarene, now the Hunt Blind here for the past couple years with Dael. Hey, I'm good to go, man. I want to help people. I love it. Daddy's word heals. We just have to let Him heal us. So, yep. So now you see what I look like. Usually this time of the year is deer season, and usually I grow my beard to go hunting for deer season. So that shave is kind of weird, but yeah, it's I haven't shaved in 2 years, so now I can let it go back out, and this time for better reason, than having one of the visions I haven't seen with from the wreck and everything. So if you have any questions, you can go to Nazarene, www.nazarenehottorah.com, or Facebook, NazareneHotTorah.com on Facebook, and send me questions or anything that you may have. We're always willing to answer the questions that we can. If I don't know the answer, I'll find somebody that will. So, all right. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Shalom, shalom.
To the one who created the heavens, poured out His love.